So, Tiffany Smith, hi. You don't know me, but your racist comments, what you said, and I know you've taken it down, is absolutely disgraceful. You still have your ropes and chains. Like, who are you? I'm pretty sure if you were to step on some of these streets here in America, girl, you will get your ass whooped, handed to you.
Tiffany. Oh my living God. You got those whips, ropes, and chains waiting for these people? Darling. No, ma'am. I think you better take a step back, darling. Because you don't know what kind of can of worms you just opened up, darling, there, child. You don't know where you at. I think you better rethink your consequences. Because now you got a whole herd of us. Not just the black people, but the white people too, baby. Step off, Tiffany. Step up.
Tiffany Smith. I don't know who you are or who you think you are, but if you said what I've been hearing all over TikTok this morning, I can't find the video. I have been looking for it, and I can't find the video. But if you said that, there's something you need to know.
Hey, I got a proposition for you. How would you like to make some money? And all you got to do is just go live. That's it. Just do a live where you walk up to a group of black people and say that on camera, live. And no, you cannot have an army of people with you. You have to do it by yourself, just like you're doing right now.
Were your parents related before marriage?
Tiffany Smith. Your comment is gone now, so I cannot respond directly to it. But sweetheart, the internet is forever. I know what it said. For anybody who's not familiar, Miss Smith decided to go on a video. It was a black woman's video. Okay? I didn't agree with the tone of the woman's video, but Miss Smith decided to take it a whole new level. Miss Smith decided that it would be a good idea to put her little fingers on her keyboard and type the words, "I still have my whip and my ropes. I'm just looking for the next good tree." I don't even have words.
Hey my people, great to here once again. Welcome back to the channel once again. I am hoping that from wherever you my lovelies are watching this from, you're doing alright, and hopefully God has protected you and preserved you very well. I do appreciate all of you that keep supporting me on here, and of course a special shout out to my members. You guys do me amazing. And as always, we are definitely back with another interesting episode even today. Yes, I brought you a video about 4 days ago about this horrendous, horrible, terrible comment one of the palm-colored person left on a video of a melanated sister that was talking about segregation. And this person was saying that she had her whoops and ropes and everything else ready. Friday nights would be epic to lynch black people. And this, of course, as you all know, sparked a lot of outrage, all the bottled in anger and everything that has been done to the ancestors of the black people in Americas. And I brought you the responses that they had for this person that disguised themselves and hid under a fake profile. And now I am bringing you responses of palm-colored people because I was wondering, what do they think about this? But guess what? They are not excited at all. They're spitting fire, and a lot of them have dug or gone under the rabbit hole to find out who this fake person is, and they have a lot of things to say to this person, a lot of messages that we all are going to be listening to, and I will definitely come back and talk about it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're landing on here for the first time.
That girl Tiffany Smith telling folks that she's got some ropes and chains ready. Tiffany Smith, hey, white girl here, American, because that's what we all are. You touch one of my Americans. Touch one.
Hey, I got a proposition for you. How would you like to make some money? And all you got to do is just go live. That's it. Just do a live where you walk up to a group of black people and say that on camera, live. And no, you cannot have an army of people with you. You have to do it by yourself, just like you're doing right now. Okay? Come on. And trust me, I'll make it worth your while. Say, what, a 10-minute deal? I'll pay you like $500. That's a steal.
Tiffany Smith, I don't know who you are or who you think you are, but if you said what I've been hearing all over TikTok this morning, I can't find the video. I have been looking for it, and I can't find the video. But if you said that, there's something you need to know. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. And people like you is what's wrong with this world. You better go do something safe, girl.
Tiffany Smith. Your comment is gone now, so I cannot respond directly to it. But sweetheart, the internet is forever. I know what it said. For anybody who's not familiar, Miss Smith decided to go on a video. It was a black woman's video. Okay? I didn't agree with the tone of the woman's video, but Miss Smith decided to take it a whole new level. A whole new level. Miss Smith decided that it would be a good idea to put her little fingers on her keyboard and type the words, "I still have my whip and my ropes. I'm just looking for the next good tree." I don't even have words. I can't tag Miss Smith because her comment was gone. So I can't even, make sure that I'm tagging the right Tiffany Smith. But I just want you to know how deeply unacceptable that is. I don't care what the skin color is. If it is a human being, they are made in the image of God. And they have the exact same value you have, ma'am. There is no difference at all between you and any other human being on the planet when it comes to intrinsic value. And lightheartedly saying something as vile as that, that's unacceptable. That is not okay. And I know that you're being drugged all over the place here on TikTok for that, and I hope it continues. I hope your account gets taken down. I hope you learn such a deep lesson from this that you reevaluate your entire worldview, because it is evidently lacking in basic humanity, let alone Christian love.
I have a theory on this Tiffany Smith ordeal, and of course this is for entertainment purposes only. Where's the actual person that got this comment? I've done my research. On that note, I am so surprised that I can't find that person. 1 and 2, all the Tiffany Smiths I found were not her. And the other one I found, she's dead. So here's the theory, and I believe it's a good one. The left has truly been trying to divide this nation forever. Has anybody considered that this woman ain't even real? If you notice all the people that are posting her comments, it is either one Tiffany Smith, another Tiffany Smith, or another Tiffany Smith. They're not the same. It's not Tiffany Smith 02s. It's not Tiffany Smith. It's not Tiffany Smith 05. I don't get it. So let's think for a minute. The far left has been trying to divide this nation. And right now, they're trying even harder. It's ridiculous. Sure, Trump got my vote, but that doesn't mean I'm a racist. I'm absolutely not. And for all you people out there that are going to say, yes, you are because you made this video, well, no, I'm not. Just ask my best friends. They'll tell you because they're all black. Why wasn't a racist statement made to another ethnicity? I don't get it. Why wasn't it? Because the majority in this country is black, and they want to pull black and white people against each other. I have to say, if somebody can prove me wrong on this one, I would love it. I would love to see the real comment, the real video, whatever she's made. Please. Because if you can't, then think about it. This is just somebody trying to pull the country apart. And on that note, I would never stand with Tiffany Smith on her so-called comment and whoever she really is. Absolutely not. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think.
So, Tiffany Smith, hi. You don't know me, but your racist comments, what you said, and I know you've taken it down, is absolutely disgraceful. It's disgusting. And how you still have 34,000 followers is beyond me in this day and age. You still have your ropes and chains. Like, who are you? I'm pretty sure if you were to step on some of these streets here in America, girl, you would get your ass whooped, handed to you. So, I just wanted to say hi because you don't know me, and I wanted to make you famous on here for your blatant racism. That makes me absolutely sick to my stomach. And how you have 34,000 followers still and brand deals is disgusting. So, I'm going to sit on here and I'm going to spread the joy because, you know, you took the video down, but and the internet, it's forever. So, I would probably make an apology for being ignorant. They say ignorance is bliss, but you would think in these days today that if you don't like certain people, let's just not be ignorant and put it out there on the internet. Let's not. What we can do is keep our mean comments to ourselves and just stay to ourselves, okay? Because I know personally, I did look on your profile and I saw some of the brands, and if they don't drop you, I'll never use them again. And I will continue spreading that. And yeah, a very unfortunate situation that you could say such hurtful and disgusting things. It's just vile. And for the African American community out there, let me apologize on behalf of this woman who has, I don't know, maybe she's lost her mind. I don't know. But it is not okay what she said. Not okay. So if you haven't, look up the little trollop and you'll be able to find her. Sorry, I'm very spicy today, and I just don't stand for racism. See, I was brought up that it doesn't matter what color your skin is. It matters how they treat you and their heart. So apparently we come from different worlds. So if this is how you act and you have children, they're going to be taught, because ignorance is a taught. Discrimination is taught. You don't grow up with hate. It is a taught thing. Someone taught you to be like that. And for that, I apologize for your ignorance. But you're pretty old enough now that I think, you should know these things by now. And it's just utterly disgusting. Thank you for making me sick this morning. I was having a great morning until I saw that. And I had to jump on because I don't like racist with 34,000 followers. And then you deleted the video. Like, oops, my bad. And no one's gonna find it? Oh, sweetheart. Well, I hope you have the day you deserve. And let's make her famous. Everyone go to her page, find her, and hopefully, I'm not saying we don't need to bully her. Let's just stop following her, okay? The 34,000 followers, if you keep following that, you're part of the problem as well, okay? So, everyone have a great day. I'm gonna readjust myself because I was having a great day until I saw that. Oh, Tiffany, you're just getting to everyone on the internet. Have a day you deserve.
Tiffany. Oh, my living God. You got those whips, ropes, and chains waiting for these people? Darling. No, ma'am. I think you better take a step back, darling. Because you don't know what kind of can of worms you just opened up, darling, there, child. You don't know where you at. I think you better rethink your consequences. Because now you got a whole herd of us. Not just the black people, but the white people too, baby. Step off, Tiffany. Step up. Either step up or step off. Real fucking quick.
Hi, TikTok. My name is not Tiff Smith 02. Then again, Tiff Smith 02's name is also not Tiff Smith 02. There's apparently a real person behind that account. It's just not me. My name is Anna. I am a freelance writer. I am a psychotherapist, and I am in the last year of becoming a licensed clinical social worker. It took me, I'm not on TikTok much, so it took me days to find out that this was happening until a lot of people reached out saying, hey, somebody is using your picture with a profile to do terrible things. And then, I tried to see if I could get the picture removed from the comment, just so that my face isn't associated with this thing that's doing so much harm. And I felt like leaving the comment out there is actually really important because someone really did say that. But it sounds like it's impossible to separate the two, and it's impossible to remove it, so it's just going to keep circulating and doing harm. And like I said, I hate that my face is associated with that. But because I'm platformed against my will, I thought, you know what? I'll come on here and I will speak to white people. I have this opportunity, and I thought, let's do that. A lot of young white people on TikTok, and also I'm speaking to people who have said, white people who've said for a long time, like, oh, I don't want to get involved with it. I don't want to get involved with it. And just wanted to say, that's a group of people that they're living their lives like, oh, I'm a benevolent white person, I'm like, I'm not racist in my personal life. I'm living that. I don't have to like engage with policies or systems of oppression or anything like that in order to be a good white person. And it's just not true. It's just not true. If you're not involved with dismantling the systems of inequity that make something like what this video is in response to possible, you're definitely greasing the skids. So I wanted to talk about this as an example of something. This recent, the post and the fake account and stuff is a perfect example of the banality of evil, the everydayness of evil. Like that somebody could, put that post out there and then people of color would log into TikTok and be here to like check in on their friends or like, post their own content and instead be confronted with 500 years of brutality. And not like History Channel, distant brutality, but brutality in their family, in their ancestry. They carry that around in their blood. And that's like I said, this is an example, this post is an example of something that would be considered, it's here, it's deleted, it's specious, who knows what's attached to, maybe a fake account, maybe not, whatever. A microaggression, which doesn't seem very micro to me. But look at other things that are happening right now, like the fact that all the largest corporations, almost all the largest corporations in the United States, just disbanded and fired all of their diversity, equity, and inclusion departments, their DEI departments. DEI is charged with protecting marginalized groups. And if you're out listening to this and you know what those two words mean individually, but you don't know what they mean together, look it up. Figure out, familiarize yourself with what they are and who's in them. A DEI example of a policy they might have would be like, for example, let's say two people with the same education, the same qualifications, the same experience apply for the same job in the same company. They're both hired to do the same job, and DEI initiatives make it so that one of them isn't paid more than the other one because they have different colored skin, which is a real thing that happens. Case in point, African American women right now, today, make 63 cents on every white male American dollar. People of color are 3 to 4 times more likely to die in childbirth than white people. People of color have shorter lifespans than white people. This is, we share 99.99 something percent of our DNA. This isn't a genetic thing. This is an artifact of systems of injustice, inequity, and disprivilege that make access to healthcare unequal, that make access to healthy food unequal. Redlining, for example, creating isolated neighborhoods that are distant from access to good food. And I will link an excellent redlining documentary in my bio. I hope that's how that works. About redlining, which basically interrupted the transmission of generational wealth. So like you work hard to save up enough money to buy a house, which presently seems like an absolute lark, a pipe dream because they're so expensive compared to average income. But let's say you scrape it together, you buy a house and you pay that house off throughout your whole life and your career. You want to be able to pass it on to your kids so they can sell it and have that big lump of money to start a business, get their own new house, maybe both things, depending on where things are at. Redlining made that impossible, specifically for Black people. So, if this is a 100-yard dash, white people got 75 yards out before people of color were ever allowed off of the starting line. It's important stuff for us to know, because that's the kind of thing that makes what happened here possible, so that some racist jerk can go and grab a picture of some random white lady off the internet and throw a fake name on it, and then go out and make hateful, bile-filled, vitriolic comments on TikTok, and people will log in and see them, read them, and then have to carry that hatred inside of them for the rest of their lives, knowing that someone out there wants to harm them, their children, their families. And that is so wrong. I also really want to thank several people, 2 women in particular, that God's Joy and Ray, who took it upon themselves. They were investigating to figure out, who that picture was, who the Tiff Smith 02 account was. They set out to figure who that person was out to share with their communities. They certainly didn't set out to vindicate me, and they had zero obligation to do anything like that. But upon finding out in their research that I wasn't that the person in the picture wasn't the person posting the comments, i.e. my picture had been stolen, they both set out to demonstrate that to their followers. And they could have left it where it was, and I appreciate that so much. Really, really incredible. And again, something they didn't owe anybody that. So that's it. I hope if I've made any mistakes, like if my data is wrong or people want to add in here or talk about it, please add stuff in the comments and make this richer for all of the other white people that are reading. That's it.
All right, y'all. So I just woke up and I opened up TikTok, and all over my For You page is messages to Miss Tiffany Smith. Something about ropes and chains. And immediately I'm like, ho, ho, ho. I'm on it. I'm freaking trotting down the rabbit hole. So, of course, like everybody else, I'm looking for the original video. And as I'm going through the comments to try and figure it out, because every time I hit original video, it shows me videos about gold rope chains. All right. So I started looking through the comments. Now, it appears the account has been removed, but somebody found out before it was removed that the picture that was used for Miss Tiffany Smith was a picture of a deceased woman. Okay, y'all. Just hear me out. This could be true. Okay, I believe anything anymore. But y'all know how these little kids love to chill and get shit started. And right when I heard that a deceased woman's picture was used for the profile, the first thing that popped into my head, and I could be wrong, was somewhere there's a 12-year-old little boy that is so happy with himself right now. Him and his little groups of friends are so excited about all this shit they just started on TikTok. It's just a thought. Unless some of y'all actually found her. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to freaking digging. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Take care of yourselves and each other. And y'all, think about it. If somebody is stupid enough to post something like that, do you think that they're smart enough to think about changing their profile picture? Come on. No. She'd be too stupid. I mean, that's what I think anyway. Oh well, y'all have a good day.
Were your parents related before marriage?
I woke up to my phone blowing up. I do not know who made this comment. And I am not her. And I believe this is a case of mistaken identity, because I would never say anything about anyone, especially a racist remark like that. Please find the right Tiffany Smith, because it's not me. And please stop tagging me in something I had nothing to do with.
Hey Michelle, listen, I got a genuine question, and it's not just for you. you're not the only person that's made this comment on this duet. There's been probably 20 of just people commenting laughy emojis. And I'll be honest, I've deleted them, I've blocked them. But now that it's just like a recurring thing, I genuinely just want to ask. And I'm not being sarcastic, I'm not being bitchy, I'm not being snarky at all. Like, genuinely, what is making y'all do this? Like, what's funny? Like, what's funny about any of this situation? Because when I got involved with the Tiff Smith comment, it was really stirring up some just really like deep emotions in people. And although we know that like those people are cowards who hide behind fake pictures and can't show their face, won't show their face, damn sure won't say it to your face. But like, I put time and effort into finding the real Tiff Smith who made that comment. Like, I have a degree in cybersecurity. I'm halfway through a master's degree in cybersecurity with a focus on cyber ops, cyber operations, ethical hacking, penetration testing. And like, I really wanted to find out who did that. And I wanted them to know that myself as a white person, like, white people need to start standing up against other white people and letting them know that shit's not cool. We don't co-sign to that bullshit. Like, at all. And so I spent a lot of time to find who the real people were behind that comment. And once I found them and outed them, I wanted to know who was the woman in the picture that they're using, because they also made a fake obituary of her. And I found her and I introduced you guys to her way before she even probably knew about this, made this TikTok video, contacted me, anything. And I explained that her name was Anna, she was from Minnesota, and that she has spent years, I found articles going back to 2015 of her standing up in her small community of racist people like Tiff Smith, speaking out about it and the consequences that she has endured because she speaks out about it and stands up for equality. And I'm genuinely trying to understand from a black person's perspective, because I'm not black and I don't claim to know what you guys feel or have been through or want, or I'm not saying that you want anything. I'm not assuming anything. My eyes have been opened recently. Like, I have grown up with a black family. I have always been with black people. Like, that's just how I grew up. And I grew up in the South, and maybe things are different depending on where you live in the country. I don't know. My friends have never expressed to me like, we just want to be left alone, or, you know, whatever. But now that like this Tiff Smith shit, like comments like this come out, and then you've got Donald Trump in the White House just really like just allowing people's innermost hatred and racism to just be so loud, that it's kind of created more of a divide between us. And now all this talk about segregation, like somebody that I met on here who I consider a true dear friend, that really opened my eyes to a different perspective of, we just want to be left alone. Like, the perspective of black people fought for equality, not for desegregation. And I can understand that. Like, I am asking why it's funny, because I just want to know, like, I've seen a lot of people say, you know, it's our time to rest, and it is your time to rest. I agree. We have not done our fair share of fucking fighting. We have been cowards. We have turned blind eyes, and I say we, including myself, even though I wasn't a part of it, because that's just happens to be the color of skin I was born with. And I'm not ever going to try and invalidate anything that has happened between white and black people simply because I don't subscribe to racism or anything that my ancestors could have possibly done or whatever. My point is, I am trying to fight. Like, I don't want y'all to have to keep fighting. I want y'all to get whatever you want, truly. And that's why I wanted to find the real Tiff Smith. And I wanted to try and create a bridge, some sort of bridge of at least trust that, like, when you're in the grocery store or out doing your thing, that you don't have to look at every white woman or white man and think, and I know that I'm not going to be able to stop that. And it's so valid that I know a lot of people who go out now and they're like, damn, is that bitch one of them? Is that bitch one of these racist bitches out here who want to see me, you know, in a tree somewhere at night? Like, you act like you're a good person in the day, but then you go home behind your fake fucking profile and write shit like that, you know? Like, I can understand how hard it is to trust anybody that's white. And I acknowledge that, which is why I'm trying to do anything I can to fight. Whether that be fight comments like Tiff Smith's on TikTok, I'm out in the streets with it. Like, I am about it. Like, I literally have been disowned by an entire paternal side of my family from the time I was 11 years old and had a knockdown, drag out fight during a family reunion over a racist comment that was made. And that was 26 years ago. And to this day, they don't speak to me. I wasn't allowed to go to my own father's funeral. I have 10 first cousins that have no idea I even exist. Like, I do fight. And I'm just trying to gain perspective, like true perspective, because I don't want to assume anything. I don't want to invalidate what you guys need or want or desire, because I think that you should get whatever it is that you desire. So if it's to laugh at stuff like this, then that's what it is. But I'm genuinely asking, like, why is this funny to a lot of people? Because the videos that I've seen from black creators addressing the Tiff Smith situation is from a place of, you know, bitch, we're not the same people that we were before, and we're not going to stand for this. Like, we'll come for that ass. And I'm telling you, I'll ride out to Ohio right now, because that's where the fuck they're at. But I just don't, I don't understand if it's like something that I'm missing, like if it's something that's not, I don't know. I'm genuinely asking for my perspective so I can understand what I can do to help in this fight against my own fucking people who make me question, do people trust me? Are people wondering if I'm one of them? Because I don't want to be associated with that. As much as I know I am, I don't want to be. So that's why I'm constantly speaking up. That's why I'm constantly just trying to do whatever I can. And I just got to know, Michelle, please take this as just a conversation of someone who genuinely cares and speaks up against my own fucking people, to understand why so many people have made comments just laughing at this duet. Is it something she said? Is it a face I made? Like, is it just the whole situation? Like, what is it? Please. I'm genuinely asking.
For those palm-colored people that were dismissive of the fact that this actually happened, that were saying, oh, but where is the real video? Like, I don't even get it, because when I clicked on that comment, it took me to the video where that comment was left. Now, the thing is, when the comment gets deleted, you're not gonna find it there. So you may not understand why the comment is, especially if you're not that much of a good tech person or really so good with social media, you may not understand that actually this comment was left here because yes, it has been deleted, which actually happened when this person went viral after leaving this comment. This comment, by the way, stayed for quite some good, amazing time, I tell you that. And later on, after it went viral and so many people were responding. Black people were spitting fire, and some white people were also coming in to chip in, and they're like, we're gonna find you. This comment was taken down, and of course, I feel like these digital platforms like social media, for some reason, it really enables racism. It allows it to be there for quite some time, but once a black person says something that is, constructive, it gets, violations. I said that in the very first video. Just in case you did not watch it, I want you to go ahead and look at the responses of black people as well, because they ate and they left no crumbs. And I'm so proud of them for saying whatever they had to say. And seeing that, of course, there are some palm-colored people that are dismissive. They're like, oh, this didn't happen. It only opens the conversation to what really happens in the real world, of how some of them are really dismissive. And I'm so glad that a lot of them actually came and touched that very point of those that are dismissive, and they be like, oh, me, I'm not racist, or me, this is not, I don't think this happened. And I feel like that is exactly what racists do, because when something happens that they cannot relate to, that did not happen in their eyes. And so it's so good to see a lot of them coming out and calling out their own, but also those that are digging, going down the rabbit hole to make sure they find that very person that is disguising themselves as Tiffany Smith, of which Tiffany Smith is not even a real person. I mean, I'm saying a lot of people have that name, right? But the pictures that this person was using and faked, even a fake obituary, like, yeah, this person is alive, and we have seen her too, and she's also been educating her own people on the dangers of them palm-colored people coming on the internet and lurking and then spewing this kind of hate, and how dangerous this can actually be to not only them but also to the people, to the black people and the people of color that are going to read this comment. I must say that if a person hides under fake profiles, which we know, or a lot of them really do, they hide because they are cowards. They cannot say this to black people faces. That's why one of the palm-colored person was like, I want you to really say it in front of a black person. You will thank me later, and trust me, if that person ever gains the nerves and bravery to say that, that might be the end of them. Yeah, that might be the end of them. I don't know why some of these people find it joyous to like rejoice and mock people's traumas. But anywho, I do understand that some of them actually feel this way. In fact, some of them were happy that segregation is brought back, because this is how the great America used to look like. America is great under segregation. America is great when black people don't have equal opportunities. So it is so interesting. And I wonder, and I want to ask you guys, because the thing is, this is not the end of this. I tell you that this is not the end of this. Palm-colored people are digging. As much as some are saying, we found the real person, they haven't given us that update, right? And if we find the update, I will definitely bring it on here. But if whoever was disguising under that profile thought that this is done, this is not about done, palm-colored people are on your back, those that are not racist, and of course black people are, people of color are going to be on your back until when they find you, because they will definitely find you. A lot of these people, especially, like I said, those that, just want to excite themselves and leave these comments, they think that these are not trucks. These are trucks, and trust me, the internet will always find you. But unfortunately, it's not just finding you. This is ruining your reputation and your life in general, because likely this person will not have any chances of finding a job, because who would want to associate themselves with a racist? I want you guys to let me know what you think about these responses. And of course, if you have not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor and subscribe. And I'll highly appreciate that. I think from me for today, it's that. Again, I do highly appreciate your opinions. Put them down in the comment section. Until then, my name is Gracie and I love all of you. Bye.